Hi everybody, welcome back, hope you are well. I thought I would just do a little 2-month baby update. Hugo is now 8.5 weeks old and I haven't done any updates from when he was born because he spent 3 weeks in NICU, so his month update just came and went so quickly, and now I just thought I'd do a little 2-month, 8-week update. So Hugo is currently being formula fed. He is having around 4 to 5 ounces every 3-ish hours, give or take. Sometimes a little bit longer, sometimes a little bit less. He tends to have a nap in the morning and in the afternoons. We were breastfeeding, and if you've watched my previous video you will know that sadly that's come to an end. He was losing quite a bit of weight with just being solely breastfed. Then they were asking me to do formula top-ups. Then I was feeding him from the boob and topping him up, and it just really wasn't doing either of us any good. I was upset that I wasn't filling him up. He was getting upset that he wasn't full up. So after speaking to the health visitor, and the biggest concern obviously being his weight gain, it got to the point that I was pretty much having to give him formula after every feed. So it just seemed ridiculous really, because he was still having a full bottle after every feed of having breast. So yeah, after speaking to the health visitor, that's stopped now, unfortunately. He, in the last week or so, he actually is only having 1 feed per night, sometimes not even a feed during the night. He can stir, but he's not always having a feed. I'm tending to wind him in the night first to settle him, and if that settles him and he goes back to sleep, then I don't give him a bottle unless he waits for it. I'm not going to force food on him. He obviously doesn't need it because he'd be crying. The health visitor has been out a couple of times to weigh him, obviously because of the weight loss, and he was back up to birth weight, I think, when she came out on the Monday after we came home, so like 3.5 weeks old, give or take. I think he is approximately around about 11 pounds now. Obviously I can't take him anywhere to be weighed, and I'm just going off, I'm getting on the scales with him, and I'm getting off and weighing myself and working out the difference. I think he's around 11 pounds currently at 8.5 weeks old. He smiles all the time. He is such a happy little boy. He really, really is. He coos and talks and makes noises, doesn't he?
Yeah, no.
All the time, yeah. He loves singing. We sing a couple of songs. We'll sing If You're Happy and You Know It. Horsey Horsey and Row Row Your Boat. I sing those with him most evenings and he loves them. I will read him the odd story. Poppy and Olivia will read to him stories, which he loves. He just loves attention, of course. He loves cuddles. He'd be cuddled all day if he could. I'm trying to think what else there is to tell you about him. Can you think of anything else? I told you I was feeding, I was sleeping. He hasn't had his immunisations yet. He will be having them. I am for vaccinations. And the reason he hasn't is because firstly, he wasn't registered at the doctor's, which I had to go and do, which was an absolute faff under the current circumstances. And secondly, he is due to have surgery, and they wouldn't allow him to have the immunisations before surgery, because if he had any side effects or got a temperature, surgery wouldn't go ahead, and at the moment surgery is more important, so he will have his immunisations after his surgery. Yeah, so he hasn't had those yet. We haven't had our 6-week checkup because they were going to do that at the same time as immunisations, and obviously the immunisations haven't happened. However, I have spoken with my doctor and he's more than happy because of the checks that Hugo would have had in NICU and that he will subsequently have before surgery. He was happy that basically he doesn't really need it, and I'm fine. I'm all healed fine from my section, so that's fine. I had to go to hospital. To the doctors a couple of weeks ago because one of my stitches hadn't dissolved and it was starting to grow back into my skin, so I had to go and they pulled it out and checked that there wasn't any infection. But other than that, I'm fine. It hurts every so often, but I am only 8 weeks post-section. He likes going out for walks, he likes being in the baby carrier.
He likes jumping.
Jumping?
Yeah, like he does spring jump, like, doesn't he?
Oh, he's startled, isn't he? Excuse my spot. Yeah, I don't really think there's much else to tell you about him. I told you I was feeding, how he's sleeping.
Sweet.
His weight, yeah. I think that's pretty much it. I will just show you him. Give me here a second. However, because I'm trying to do all of these videos whilst everyone's quiet and happy, we are wearing the same clothes that we wore in my birth video because I filmed them at the same time. So here is our little 11-pound chunker. He is quite chunky. I like chunky babies though. Just asleep. You just don't care, do you, Babs?
He will go to sleep anywhere.
Yeah, he pretty much can sleep anywhere, to be fair to him. He's a good sleeper. He'll sleep anywhere and everywhere, won't he, Olivia?
Yeah.
So this is my little Hugo.
No matter how bumpy it is.
Yeah, he doesn't care, does he? Oh, he's so lush. I'm sorry, but he is. I know he's my child. He's still got loads of hair. Look at his hair. He hasn't really rubbed any of it off yet. Here, because he likes to sleep on his side. And I think there's some on the other side. That's where he's balding there. But not at the back. He's still got loads at the back. He's losing his hair. He's got a little bald patch.
Oh, where's it going?
From where he rubs it in his sleep. Pardon you. Yeah, so that's it. I'll probably do one at 12 weeks. Yeah, I'll just like let you know I was going to sleep and stuff. So thank you all for watching. If you're new around here, love it if you could hit subscribe and stick around. And we'll see you all again soon.
Bye.
Bye everyone.